But look at that, guys. He was murdered in 1849. So you just don't know what you're going to find in this old place. This ruined church in Afane holds a secret. A man once walked these grounds who claimed he could heal the sick with his bare hands. In an age when others were executed as witches, he was welcomed by kings. But when he died in the 1600s, his body vanished into legend. Some say he lies here beneath these stones. So, Valentine Greatrakes was his name. He was so popular, he was invited by the King of England, James II, to come to England and see could he heal his people. Now, legend has it that he's buried right inside this old church ruin here with his father, and his father's name was William Greatrakes. Other people say he's buried at Lismore Cathedral in Waterford. So as you can see, it's not possible to get in there. I was actually hoping I could get in there. Maybe all that overgrowth would be gone during the winter months, but it's not possible today. But a beautiful old church ruin here. So there was a site here of an earlier church dating back as far as the 1300s. So the church that we see here today is from the 1800s. It was a Protestant church. And as you can see, we have a sign outside. Danger, keep out, falling masonry. Now apparently, the story goes that right underneath the church window there, William Greatrakes is buried, and his son Valentine Greatrakes. Now I do see the old timber framing that used to be on one of those church windows is on the ground. So if I do find anything online, like a photo of the plaque, apparently there's a plaque with their names on it from the 1600s. But first of all, I want to bring you over, before we explore the rest of this old graveyard, I actually want to bring you over and show you an old mausoleum, or burial vault I should say, over the other side of the graveyard. Now the last time we were here, me and Serenity Sue, she was doing a video here at this old burial vault, and something very strange happened while we were looking inside. Now there is a lot of lead coffins in there, etc. And while we were looking in the old mausoleum, a stone was thrown from some direction. So this place, guys, is very creepy. It has a creepy vibe as well to it. I just found this here, look. It's a a tomb, and the side has gone off the tomb just there. So I'm just going to show you inside of it. Look at that. It's actually opened and it goes off in there. And you have all that stuff there, weeds and stuff hanging down over it. Right guys, so we're on the way down towards this mausoleum. But just on the way down to the mausoleum, this place is actually so spooky in here. It has all these trees and they're just growing like crazy in all different directions, and nestled in among all those trees are hidden graves. Right, so hopefully this is not too overgrown here, that we can actually get access to the mausoleum area. Right guys, we made it here to the mausoleum, and you actually have all that old railing. That's all part of the same family, the burial area. But look at this mausoleum. So this is the burial vault, I should say. This is the burial vault here, where we were here a while back, and there were strange noises coming from this.
And it is all but broken. Okay, I think I caught that on camera.
This old mausoleum. So I'm going to have a look in there again and see what happens. So let's make our way down first, down these steps. And you can see the door has seen better days here. It's very rusted and it's fallen apart. Now, if I can just put in the camera in this way. You can just see there, to see that coffin? That's the lead coffin. And I'm going to zoom in and show you a bit closer. It's hard to see with the light here on my camera. And that's what it looks like down below. So you can see there is a lot of old broken coffins in there and stuff. Over the years have deteriorated. That is a really big lead coffin just there. A really large one. I don't think I've seen one that big. There have been noises coming from inside this mausoleum. That's what it looks like, guys, inside. Right, guys, so I actually don't know who is buried in there. Now, it could be the Musgrave family, because believe it or not, this area here that's extremely overgrown with thorns and old briars and stuff there. So in the middle of that, one of those headstones, I actually think it's this one right here, the Celtic cross. And there's two sisters buried there. Anna Frances Musgrave and Florence Sophia Musgrave. They were passengers on the RMS Leinster that was torpedoed by a German submarine in the Irish Sea on the 10th of October 1918. The ship sank within 13 minutes and over 500 people lost their lives, making it one of the largest maritime disasters in Irish history. So they're buried in their two sisters, the Musgraves. So I'm going to try and make my way out, and it'll just give you an idea of where we are at the moment. It's actually like a jungle here to get out. So there's lots more to see here in this really interesting old graveyard. And we'll go across this way and back out then. Oh, this place is crazy. Look at it. Everywhere you walk there's just trees in front of you. It's just all hidden away, this old place. And I'm going to see, can I get out over this tree? And I'm going to leave this video running to show you how difficult it is to get around here. And Serenity Sue is fighting the trees, trying to get out. It's crazy. Wow, look at this place there. And there's a gravestone here that looks interesting. Look at this. So this says it was erected by the resident magistrate, officers and men of the Constabulary of the County of Waterford to the memory of William Slattery, Esquire, for 20 years sub-inspector of Cappoquin district, and he died the 20th of April 1861, aged 61 years old. Wow. And this old headstone here says, erected by his comrades to the memory of Sub-Constable James Owens of Dundalk, County Louth, who was murdered at Cappoquin on the 16th of September 1849, and he was only 25 years old. But look at that, guys, he was murdered in 1849. So you just don't know what you're going to find in this old place.
Do you know what's strange? They do seem to have cleared, like we're in an area now where it seems to be cleared of brambles.
Yeah, it doesn't look...
And the ground seems to be like ploughed or something.
It doesn't look as bad.
No.
Now, whether that, I don't know, somebody comes in here and tries to do some kind of a clean up on the place. But look at all those trees, like they're just spread out. And the beautiful sounds of the birds in the background. So these trees are grown here so much that you can see it has destroyed the perimeter wall here of the old graveyard, and all those stones have fallen down. So what I'm doing now is I'm making my way down to another area, because there's a very interesting old crypt down here as well. And the last time I was here, I think I was here about 2 years ago, was it? And there was a bottle inside the crypt, and I wasn't sure whether that bottle was buried with the person or not. You know the way people leave stuff in graves, and I wasn't sure, so hopefully we'll have a look and see, is it still there or did anybody move it. This is erected by Michael Fitzgerald in memory of his children, and that one has fallen down, leaning on top of that. And just over there you can see as well, the roots of the trees have lifted and fallen down, so it's a major problem in here with the trees. So this is the old crypt here, the tomb. You can see the top has fallen off it. And there's some old graves scattered around. Now it is a bit mucky here. I probably should have wore my wellies. But I'm going to get up here to read this. But this is a beautiful grave monument. Look at that. The top part, all that green moss on it. So this was erected by Elizabeth Clark in memory of her beloved daughter, Catherine, who departed this life the 20th of June 1880, aged only 18 years old. Also in memory of her beloved husband, William Clark, and William died in 1884, aged 45. So we're going to have a look at this old crypt, better angle. You can see just down there the hole, so that's what we'll be having a look inside.
There must have been steps going under.
Yeah, it would have been easier to put coffins or whatever in there, because I wouldn't imagine it would have been that small. Over time the ground would have covered it. But you can see all the different parts to it there. We have a grave there that's fallen over. Another part just behind it. So we'll have a look inside and see what we can find. Maybe that bottle is still there. Right guys, so that is inside the old crypt where Elizabeth is buried. She was only 18 years old in the 1800s. And I'm just trying to see, is that bottle still there? If I can see it. And I actually can't see a bottle there now. Or is that it on the right hand side there? Just to your right of the screen, there's a bottle.
And a leg bone.
And a leg bone as well, look at that. So that is, I'm sure, poor Elizabeth, who was only 18 years old. It's very sad to see. And that's what it looks like underneath.
Lots of bones there.
Lots of bones and body parts in there. Burial area here. Rest in peace to Elizabeth and whoever else is buried in there as well. Right, so we're still on this explore. Just be careful there, there's a chain on the ground. You can just see they're scattered all about there, the graves. But there's another area over here I want to take you. It's one of those areas where it's kind of dark, and there's a couple of chest tombs dotted around. Like this one. Look at that, all the old sticks on top of it. So this is a burial area for a family. And you can just see all those, there's two chest tombs here. And I always wonder when we're on these explorers, how does the top of these chest tombs actually come off? Because there's no way a storm or a person even would lift that off. I mean, that is very, very heavy. I always find it very strange. If anybody has any ideas or answers of their own, comment below the video. That is the old chest tombs. And just here we can read the plaque on the wall. So this says, in memory of Mary Kathleen Power, who died the 16th of September 1820. We have a Maud Dora Power, who died in 1951, and a number of other Powers up as far as 1954. Another old grave there. It's hard to see. Hard to see the inscription on that. Actually, it would make a great location for a horror movie or a vampire movie or something. When you look at this place, it's crazy. And another chest tomb has fallen apart here. And that's all that's left of it. They're all kind of the same design, these chest tombs. There's one there, and one right beside it as well, in that burial area we were looking. Sue keeps telling me she can hear voices here.
And it's back up that way.
It's back up the other way, where we were up at the vault or the crypt.
This is the one we were at. Listen again. You hear it?
I do hear voices like murmuring in the distance.
And again.
It's crazy, isn't it? It is a creepy place, that is for sure. I don't think it gets many visitors in here. Maybe you might get an odd tourist passing by, but it is hidden away. Another old chest tomb just there, taken over by nature. So I'm actually glad that I came back here to do another video as well, because when I was here before I didn't have, I suppose, a good camera. I was using my phone. So now I have the DJI camera with the 4K quality, so it will look much better, I hope, anyway, on video. And there's graves here, and they're falling over. See, can you read this? Erected by Mary Carew, in memory of her husband, Peter, 17 something I think is on it there. But look at this grave. The tree has fallen and come down right on top of this grave, and it's just resting itself. Actually resting itself on two of them there. Look at that. See, can we read the name on it? Erected in loving memory of the late Mr. Richard Carew, by a large circle of devoted friends, as a last tribute of respect to one who during life endeared himself to all who knew him by his many good qualities of mind and heart. He died in Cork the 25th of February 1886, and he was only 33 years old, Richard. And it's kind of hard to see a name on. So maybe there is people actually coming in here just to tend the graves, or, you know, family members every now and again. You see a sweeping brush here and a barrel of some sort. There is kind of newer looking graves around the area. And what I do see in here as well, and I'll show you before I leave, is a very nice touch. Is bird feeders. So this is Mary O'Callaghan, who died the 21st of June 1898, aged 56. An iron cross up against the old tree. An iron cross. And just after reading an iron cross actually there, from the 1800s. You can see how hard it is to get around. Oh yeah, look at that. That old cross is all covered up. Overgrown there. All on its own. And another lovely Celtic cross. I wonder if that's the entrance into a vault or something.
I don't know.
It's hard to know.
Whether it's animals.
Or it's just animals. They seem to be making a lot of holes around here, the animals. So I was just kind of saying there is people that come around. You see the brush?
Yeah, I've seen that.
To clean up.
Yeah, the graves are lovely.
Wow, look at this little one here. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Here lies James Maxey, is it? Who departed this life May the 19th, 1785. Look at that. Beautiful headstone. And a beautiful graveyard, to be honest. And I do like these ones that are kind of overgrown. Enchanting looking to see. And there's those bird feeders I was talking about. So people do hang those around the graveyard for the birds, which is good to see. And lots of bumblebees. There's a military grave here, so we'll read this while we're on the way back out. This is T. O'Neill, served as a driver, it says. Army Service Corps, 14th of October 1915. Age 30 years old. Very old graves. We have another one here. John Donohoe maybe, died May 1764. That one is. This is erected by John Hennessy as a small tribute of affection to the memory of his wife Mary Hennessy of Cappoquin, and Mary died in 1867. Beautiful grave. So Valentine Greatrex was born in 1628. His father, as I was saying earlier, was William. He was a settler, landowner. The family were part of the Protestant ruling class in the area. They lived close to a fane here. So in his 30s, Greatrex claimed he had been given a divine power to heal. He could cure disease by stroking people with his hands. He treated tumours and swellings. Scrofula, I think it's called, known as King's Evil. So, back in the day, people would actually think he had some form of witchcraft. So his reputation exploded so much that he was brought to England. He performed cures in London in 1666. But he was never officially approved or never condemned either. Now, the story says as well that he was involved in a witch trial actually in County Cork, in Youghal, and that was the trial of Florence Newton. She was tried in 1661. So what a story. And I wonder, is he buried inside that old church ruin with his father? Look at that old railing, guys. Parts of this place would actually kind of remind you of an old pioneer cemetery that you see in the States or something like that. Here's another one of those old chest tombs. Well, guys, if you liked this video so far, remember to smash that thumbs up button. It really helps the video to grow and get out there. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. I really appreciate your support. And if you really want to support me, and it's totally up to yourselves, I have a link that I'll put in the description box underneath this video. It's called the Ko-Fi, and if anybody wants to donate towards our efforts and places that we're going and doing all these stories, it's very much appreciated also. So I think I'm going to wrap the video up here, guys, in this beautiful old place. And I want to thank you for coming along with me on the walk. And I will see you on the next cemetery adventure, wherever that may be.